Josh,
Yeah.
I know everything.
You know everything? What do you think you know?
Everything.
Welcome back to Kirill Smashes Acting. I'm Kirill, actor, educator, cat enthusiast. Today we're going into part 2 of Surviving College. Now this video is being made because there's one tip that I wanted to make sure I gave a little bit more attention to. So you're going into college, or even grad school for this matter, you're going to be doing a lot of different types of acting that you never thought. Now I don't mean performances per se, I mean training. Some people are very intellectual. They love breaking down the script. They love going through every beat, every idea, every point of view with a fine-tooth comb, and that is excellent. But they might not be as in touch with their emotions. Some people are very emotional, but they might not be in touch with their body. Some people are very in touch with their body, but they skip through the minutia and the detail of good scene analysis. So my biggest tip for you guys, whether you're going into undergraduate or graduate school, and this is almost kind of a trap for grad students, is go into every class as if you know a little bit more than the basics, and that's it. The reason I say that is because you're going to be doing a lot of stuff in both undergrad and grad school that makes you uncomfortable. Whether that's uncomfortable because of vulnerability, uncomfortable because of physicality, or uncomfortable because you might not think you're good enough. If you go into every situation like that, thinking that I'm here to learn and I'm here to try, then you'll succeed. That does not mean for a second that every single class you're going to take is going to give you something that you're going to hold for the rest of your life. But it does tell you what might and might not work for you. My acting process is an amalgamation of all kinds of things. I do the scene breakdown that we talk about in this class. I also do emotional breakdowns of the character, and I do a lot of physical work. And all of these things I took from many different teachers. There are tons of things I still use for my improv class that I took semester 1 of undergrad. And there's a ton of things that I use from my physical movement class that I took right before I finished graduate school. The point is, to figure out who you are as an actor takes trial and error. If you go into a class thinking to yourself, oh, that's not the type of actor I am, or that's not what works for me, before you've ever tried it, or you're keeping yourself from really letting yourself go to it, well then you're probably limiting yourself from some great work that you could have done. So go into every class and give every assignment a full attempt. And I thought that was a really great way of structuring a thought process for an actor. When I taught physical theater for kids this summer, I gave them a collection of different pieces that I took from movement classes I've taken. I gave them an amalgamation of different techniques I've learned since it was an intro class, but I gave it an arc. So I gave them a warm-up from one technique, then I taught them another technique to understand actions, and I taught them a third technique to relax their body, so on and so forth. And I'm sure that all of the techniques didn't work for every student, but I hope that at least one part of the class worked for someone that they can then take it forward with them. The biggest key there is remembering that nobody else in the room is judging you. Not your professors and not your fellow students. Your professors are there to take what you know and to help you bring it forward and to help you move past whatever roadblocks you might have. Roadblocks in acting. Shout out Rob Rosnowski. But all jokes aside, the biggest way you can hurt yourself during your training is thinking that something isn't for you automatically without really giving it enough time to affect you. So no matter which class you're going into, don't worry about whether you're the best at it or whether you're the worst at it or if it's not for you. See what you can learn from it. This especially goes for things you're not comfortable in. Oftentimes, the fundamental reason you're not comfortable in a certain technique or approach is also the roadblock that's holding you back from being the best possible actor you can be. The other thing I want you guys to remember is that all of the training you do is there to give you the flexibility and the ability to master any type of acting, no matter what the specific technique. What I want everyone to remember is that no matter what type of technique you're learning or what type of training you're doing, the whole point is to make you as flexible and capable as an actor as possible. We modern actors often get so caught up in realism because it has the word real in it, and we think we're representing real life. When the fact is, we're just playing pretend. And what we want to do is become the most capable actors ever, not the most real. Because a capable actor can do realism, and then they could do farce, and then they could do classical, because their training gives them the ability to understand where the character's coming from, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and then it helps them take it to the next level by changing the technical technique to whatever style that is. That's why the best actors can do stage, they can do film, they can do comedy, they can do drama, and I know that everybody who's watching this video wants to be able to do that too. So if you go in with an open mind and you really don't judge yourself and don't think that somebody's judging you, you'd be surprised what kind of capability you can come out the other side with. I hope you enjoyed that video. Share down in the comments below what tips you have for people. Hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and feel free to let me know what other topics you might want me to cover. This is Spark. He was found in the car engine at a Walmart parking lot, hence the name Spark, and he's adorable. Say goodbye, Spark. Goodbye, Spark. I hope you can hear him purring.